Hey, from the greenhouse, wanted to show you all. We had a sump pump tank drained out again this week. Unfortunately, we had a pipe break, really come apart, and so it was time to get that set back up. You can see in the bottom of the well here that there's a lot of water that was lost. Unfortunately, we've got to get that cleaned up. One of the other ways we can tell that something's not working right with the system is when we look at these swirl tanks. When they're not draining and they're not swirling, we know there's an issue, and so we head over to the big tanks and make sure we're going to close those tanks up to raise the water levels. We have a instruction sheet here on hand at all times because when chaos hits, sometimes you just can't think. I appreciate that the old school time and true is righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So when chaos hits, I know exactly what to do. Next, we will set a timer because we always want to make sure we're setting a timer. We will forget sometimes. And so in between while we're waiting, we'll go ahead and get some of the system cleaned up. It's such a tedious job, but once it's all cleaned up, the water runs a lot better and the oxygen levels are much stronger for the fish, which helps them to just stay much healthier. All right, it looks like we're getting back to normal. We're going to go check and reset the bell siphons while we are in between the process here. Just helps them kind of recalibrate. We want to make sure that we get them reset too so that the water will drain out. As you guys can see, it will show you really quickly that it's going down when it works. So we know that that's back in order. Look how green all the things are around, how cool the kale and the parsley, and we even think somewhere in there we have a little arugula. So things are doing good. We even this year planted a bunch of little rosemary cuttings. I mean, it must be. You get down there at it. I was not born yesterday. Looking back at the tanks, the water's going well. There's plenty of bubbles and oxygen being created for the fish. And it looks like we just need to finish pumping out the rest of that water there. So with the water flow going good, we can continue pumping out the rest of the water. We're getting ready to open those tanks back up and get the system moving again. You're going to see this swirl tank start taking off. Once the drains are opened back up, the swirl tank will take off again. We make sure that we're pushing that valve to the left always because, again, we just want to make sure we're doing it right. Come back to the swirl tank, and there it is. It's moving, which means it's working. So the water's coming back through, pumping back into the tank, the sump pump tank there. And it looks to see that it's going well. Things are going back in there. Yeah. We did try multiple methods of sucking up the water from an old pull pump to a sump pump that we currently use. And we've even taken some of these things apart to make them a little flatter inside that hole. But we definitely don't want to leave any water in there because if we leave the water, the unfortunate part is it can make for issues such as, mosquitoes or just standing water and make it smell, especially with it being, fish emulsion. Anyway, that was it. I was right with the world again. Thanks for watching. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our page.